What up, guys? Fall is right around the corner. And so that is what I'm going to talk about. Now, what corner is that I'm talking about? Obviously, the picture I put up there, I kind of wanted to do a double there. Fall, that was actually a picture I had taken of a house that I bought the Green Bull. The Green Bull is a 40-foot ladder. And who all likes the 40-foot ladder? Nobody in their right mind likes the 40-foot ladder. And so tonight I want to talk a little bit about fall and about, for some of us, especially us northern folks, this is a time that I know that I was talking to DJ the other day that his phone's starting to ring again. It was very quiet there for a few weeks in August, that it wasn't doing much of anything. And now it's starting to ring again. So this is a time again that we really got to go and put our marketing dollars to work right now because we got to get our phone to ring again. And so that's what I want to talk about a little bit tonight. Yeah, these are my new shirts here, right here, King of Pressure Washing. So it's my new logo, all that awesome stuff. So that's what I want to talk about. So first off is what can we do? What can we do to really try to make money and get that last push for wintertime? Because there is some places that we can't do nothing. There is some places up here in the north. If you don't want to do nothing, you're only going to be able to pressure wash till October is about the end. Maybe a little bit in November, but it just depends on the weather. And some of you southern folks can go all year long, and actually this is the start of your season when all the winter birds from up here go down there, so then you get all their money to come to start pressure washing. So this is the time that we really got to start pushing. This is the time that we got to put our foot down. We need to be posting on Facebook. We need to be posting in LinkedIn. We need to be putting our befores and afters. We need to be putting our marketing dollars to work. And so this is the week. These are the weeks that September and October, because this is the last push to get us through wintertime. Now, before I started having employees, and I would take kind of the winter off. I made enough money that I could do that. Can't wait to get my Wash-A-Thon. Wash-A-Thon just got my ticket. Awesome. Yep, I seen that. So this is the time that we got to really start pushing and trying to find those gold nuggets of where to get our phone ringing. So I'm going to walk through some of those gold nuggets, and I'm going to push, where we can do that. So first off, I'm going to go back with the free ones. And the first free one that you need to be working on and making sure that you are getting better and getting it more and more is good old Google My Business. Again, even though we're slow, that's not time that we don't work on it. That's the time we keep working on it. And when we get busy and we don't have time to work on it, that's the time we got to work on Google My Business again. Taking our before and after pictures, posting them, posting our post, whether we do 2, 3 a week, 1 a week, 3 a week, something. Get consistent. Put it in your Google Calendar. Hammer down on it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. And then the next thing is if we haven't paid somebody to do our citations, either you pay somebody to do your citations or start doing your citations. What's a citation? That's our NAP. Name, address, phone number, website, and we're going to put all these in different places. There's about 300 to 400 different places that we can put them in there and get it done. So that's our Google My Business. The next thing we're going to work on is, obviously either Facebook and LinkedIn. We're going to be, again, putting our before and afters. This is going to be something that's going to be daily. This isn't, today I think I'm going to post, and next week I'm going to do the same thing. No, this is going to be daily. This is posting on a personal page. This is going into groups, picking 2, 3 groups a day, posting that picture. Next day, 2, 3 groups, posting that day. 2, 3 groups, posting in that day. And we're going to get consistent on that. We're not going to just be like, well, and you might say, well, Jason, I don't have no photos. If you took enough before and after pictures, they don't know what the difference is of before that if you put that picture up or not. They don't know that. So get persistent on that. LinkedIn, we don't want to spam it as much, but again, we're connecting with people. We're connecting with property managers. We're connecting with if you're in the the south of hotel managers and property managers and all that kind of stuff, HOAs, all that. We're going to sit there and we're going to start connecting with those people. We're going to get on LinkedIn. So I've been doing it myself. I've been linking, so I'm doing it for a different reason, but I'm linking to every pressure washer, every landscaper, roofer, pest control, marketing stuff, which the marketing stuff is more for me just so I can learn, seeing what's working, what's not. So then that way, when I post about my Christmas lights training and my pressure washing training, guess who uses that stuff? Pressure washers. You see how that goes like that? And that's how we want to do it at the end of the day. So that can get us money to get us through to September, October. We're really going to push on those buttons. Signs, we're still putting signs out. We're putting out 25 signs a week, 50 signs a week, something along those lines. We're trying to keep it going. And here's the thing, guys. You got to remember, the pressure washing business, very few people that I know have been able to just come in it, hammer it really hard, and do what I've said, and it just blows up. It takes time. It's brick after brick after brick, like this wall. This wall didn't just jump up here all by itself. Well, technically, it did, because it's a green screen. But here, this is what it really looks like. Nasty green wall. So this wall did just jump up there. But in reality, if a brick wall is being built, we're going to start on the bottom and we're going to lay across. And we're going to come up and do the next layer. We're not going to start putting this brick up here way before that brick. And so we have to do things brick by brick. And so, and that is everything, whether it is from, maybe we're trying to put bricks up here, but we haven't laid a good foundation. Maybe we are trying to run, I know I've watched people do it. I've done it. I've seen people do it. They're trying to run AdWords, and they're trying to put this brick in up here. But their website is down here, and their website sucks. They're trying to spend money up here, and it ain't going nowhere, because whether it's the landing page sucks, there ain't no phone number. So we don't want to be putting our AdWord budget up here if this down here is not fixed right, and this is not solid. Because what happens when we build a brick wall on a false foundation? Well, the whole thing falls over. And when the whole thing falls over, again, that is what we don't want to happen. So we really want to, let's talk Christmas lights. I'm getting there. Just slow down. We got to get through September first, and then we'll get through October. And then October comes, and the pressure washing season kind of goes on the brakes, at least around here. Anywhere from this area north, it's going to slow down completely. You might get some stragglers here and there, but it's not like the South. I know a lot of people in the South, Thanksgiving's a great day. Everybody's coming over for Thanksgiving and they want to get their house cleaned. And so, we don't have that here, because in Thanksgiving we could have snow. We've had snow in October, not recently, but it's happened. So we go through and we got to do that. So that's my next point. What are some other things that we can do to make money? What other things that we can do to really hammer down to make sure that we get through these winter months? Well, there's two things. There's 3 or 4 different things we can do. But around this area, there's really only about 2 things, because in the wintertime, it could be snow removal, which in the Kentucky area, the snow removal is kind of a flip of a coin of you either get a lot of snow or you get 0 snow. And there's really no in between. So, and the thing that it usually does is 2 or 3 good snows for us is kind of about it. So we don't, it's not like Michigan where, it snows all winter long and we got snow from, from October to May. We don't have that here. And I understand a lot of other people don't have that either. So, two things. One is one thing we can do that can really generate money, and I've had him on here, and his name's Donovan, and he started a gutter cleaning business. Originally, that's all it was a gutter cleaning business. This year is the first year he added pressure washing to it. Every time before that was only gutter cleaning, and he's doing about $500,000 in gutter cleaning alone. That is right. $500,000 in gutter cleaning alone in Raleigh, North Carolina. So in Raleigh, there's enough business to do that. I got some friends that I grew up with. They're doing it in the Cincinnati area. They're called Cincinnati Gutter Boys. And they were doing about $300,000 before they started adding pressure washing and different things. And so these are some things that you can do for wintertime. So gutter cleaning is pretty easy. It's not real hard. There's a ton of signs out right now of the company that I sold. They're putting out Christmas light signs and they're putting out gutter cleaning signs. And when I mean they're putting them out everywhere. I'll see. I don't know if I can pull this is my new phone. I don't know if I can pull it up here. But I'll show you what their signs look like and where they're putting them up. Now, the Christmas light signs, they're all right. I think they kind of look gay myself. They're a little like a baby blue color, and I don't really care for those. So let's see if I can pull up their sign here, because I took a picture of this the other day, but they are putting these signs out everywhere. So I went to today. My daughter had a soccer game. They didn't win in soccer, but they did go. She did have a soccer game, and so let's see if this will come up here. So you can see this right here. Now, this is me driving about 30 miles an hour. So, when you coming through here, you can still see that we hang lights. Now, like I say, this is their gutter cleaning sign right underneath of it. And so, we hang lights. I would have gotten rid of the all clean, made my phone number bigger. These are their gutter signs. These are not very high up. These are very low. These are only about, I know some of the guys that work there and are kind of short. So, they're only so far. Christina's lights and gutters hard when you climb a ladder. So that is some things that you got to do is get signs out. They're putting signs out. I bet they put out 300 signs in the greater Cincinnati area within the last week or two. And so this is definitely something, is definitely what you can do to be able to get that once you're done. So definitely that is something that you can do to do that. All right. So the other thing is, Mr. Central Illinois Power Washing said Christmas lights and gutters are hard when you can climb a ladder. They're not hard. They're very hard when you can't climb the ladder. And hopefully you get better. So you can run up that ladder. Can't. I thought that's what you meant. So when you can't climb a ladder. So this is something that is hard to do when you can't climb a ladder. And so the reason why he can't climb a ladder, I don't know if he wants to say much about it, but he's the one that I was saying needs prayer for this week. He had several surgeries this week on a leg. And so, this is some things that you got to do. So the other thing is Christmas lights. Now, I've always said Christmas lights is very profitable. Last year, my business did $1 million. The business I sold, the All Clean there, they changed the name to All Clean. It's Pressure Wash Cincinnati, but All Clean. And it did $1 million. $500,000 of that was Christmas lights. And so Christmas lights, we had a guy here in Houston last year fell and died from hanging Christmas lights. And that can happen. And that can happen from pressure washing. That can happen from that. It comes back to safety, safety, safety. Safety is a mindset. Safety is doing. Safety is taking that extra step and making sure that you are being safe. Oh, 2 seconds, I'll have that done. I don't need that ladder, just 2 seconds. Well, that 2 seconds can be your last 2 seconds of your life as you're falling from the ladder to the ground. So you got to be careful, guys. At the end of the day, you have to be careful. If you don't have the right equipment, then go get the right equipment. Don't, and I've done it. I've thrown a rope over the thing, tied it around my waist, no safety harness, and done sketchy stuff. I'm not saying I haven't. I have taken some rocks because my ladder was on a hill and my ladder looked like this. I needed to look like this, and I might have taken some bricks or a log and stick under that side to get it straight. I don't recommend it. I was stupid and I knew better. But, sometimes we're like, oh, but that costs money. Well, what costs more money? You falling off and getting seriously hurt and broken legs and arms and that, or paying the $50, $100 to go get the right stuff so that way you can do it. $1,000, $2,000. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it costs. It's cheaper than the hospital bill, and it's cheaper than dying. Well, it might. You actually, your significant other may actually want you to die, and if they got life insurance on you, then they'll probably want you to die. But that's here nor there. So, and that is exactly right. Safety is no accident. It's not about, and safety is about planning. Safety is about getting the right stuff. And this doesn't matter if it's pressure washing, Christmas lights, gutter cleaning. It's at the end of the day, it is what we need to do to be safe. And so safety is something that, it could take, maybe it takes 10 extra minutes to do something safe versus something sketchy. Take the 10 minutes and do it right versus, oh, I can save 30 minutes by doing it this way. That is not what we want to do at the end of the day. It's not. I'm serious. It is not a bad thing to do. I know a 48-year-old guy who fell off of a 6-foot step ladder in his garage this past week and shattered his leg in 2 spots. And I know another guy that rode a motorcycle and did the same thing. And so again, be safe out there. It is just what it is, that can be life or death at the end of the day. 6 feet can kill you. If you fall and bump your head and you die, it's over at that point. I mean, that can be the biggest thing of what you need to do. Would I boost a post getting back onto marketing? At this point in time, I probably would, as long as you have it in your or like going back to safety, just use a gas-driven pump and shooting that stuff all the way up there. Oh, that's where I'm going to get before I go down that other road. So safety is not just ladders. Safety is chemical safety. It is chemical safety, high pressure safety. Did you know it only takes 100 psi to penetrate through your skin? And once it penetrates in your skin, did you know that you can die from that, from an embolism of that, or it can? That's all it takes. It doesn't take a whole lot. Did you know that if you are lazy and you have a gun that's leaking downstream injector, just the downstream injector, and it's leaking down your arm, it will give you chemical burns, 3rd degrees. I've seen it on here where people have done stupid stuff, and I've done it myself. And so be safe out there. Did you know that you get sodium or SH in the old eyeballs, and it burns like a mother trucker, and it hurts like no other? And so these are some things that you have to do at the end of the day to be safe. And I understand sometimes we get in a hurry. It just takes 5 more minutes. We can get it done really fast. Take the time, be safe, do it correctly, and at the end of the day, you will be safe. So, hungry. I was hungry. Just saw you on the other stream. Should I be boosting Facebook? At this point, I probably would put maybe $5, $10 a day on Facebook. Try to find some good before and afters. And I showed on another video how to find, how to look up other people's ads. Try to find people that know what they're doing in the industry. I showed a couple people that do, and see what their ads running. They usually don't just show before and after pictures. It's more about engagement, that kind of stuff. It's not just, look, I do pressure washing. I do pressure washing. Do you need pressure washing? Because people don't, you kind of got to get them engaged. You got to get that know, like, and trust factor, and then they will buy from you. And so that is the whole thing that we have to do at the end of the day. If we don't, that can be a whole nother issue at that point. So we got to build that know, like, and trust factor, and then they will buy from you. And that is the joy of that. So let's go down this other road. In-person training. Let me zoom out here a little bit. Boop. Oh, that was too far. Now you can see my non-green screen. All right. So if you go to pressurewashup.com/in-person training, we got Wash-A-Thon coming up, and that is on that schedule. You can see Wash-A-Thon. I have a training coming up with another safety guy in September in Dayton. But so I got two big trainings that I got coming up. Two big trainings. One is in Wash-A-Thon, and that'll be with me, Billy, or I'm not sorry, me. I can't even think. Cody, Bobby, Sean, and Lena Mean, Aaron. And then the next one I have is in October, and that one is with me and Donovan. And Donovan we're going to do a lot of safety in that training. You will get hands-on safety on that training. You will get hands-on pressure washing, and you will get hands-on Christmas lights, and you will learn about gutter cleaning. So that will be a great training place also. Again, it is something that you will want to miss. The one in Raleigh also. Again, people always ask this question. How late is it? Can I start doing Christmas lights? Is it too late to start marketing Christmas lights this year? Is it too late to start doing Christmas lights? No, it is not too late to start doing Christmas lights. I've had guys start Christmas light as of November 12th. His name's Jason Murphy. He's out of Louisville, Kentucky, and he ended up doing $30,000 his first year. And so it is definitely not too late, and it is something that you can definitely go out there and do it. Raleigh too, right? Yes, and that is in Raleigh. That one there. And again, we will have a lift, so we're going to do some lift training also. And so lift training is something, I know a lot of people never been on a lift, never don't know what to do. And so we will show you how to run a lift. We will show you the things that you need to do your pre-trip, make sure that it's all working right and all that kind of stuff. So let's find out from other pros. What do you mean? Oh, what do you need for Christmas lights? We only had $1 million liability for Christmas lights. So this is some things that we definitely want to do that. And so we want to definitely make sure that, again, Wash-A-Thon is a scheme. Change my mind, he puts. Wash-A-Thon, it is getting sold out. We are only selling 50 tickets, and once those 50 tickets are sold, it is sold out, and we won't sell no more. So definitely, if you're going to do that. Also, at Wash-A-Thon, I will be teaching a Christmas light class. Mr. Cody was there today, and he was there when, and we got some nice trees to put up around. We got some nice bushes to do, and there's plenty of bushes and trees. So we will definitely be able to go out there and do the trees and bushes at the hotel. So we don't even have to leave the hotel. We'll just put them on the outside. We can light them up for them. You'll be able to see them at night. we'll just pull them back down, and we'll do that for Christmas lights. And so there's plenty of trees around that we'll be able to do the trees. So you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/Wash-A-Thon, or you can go to the Southeast website. Either one will get you to the same place. Should you buy Christmas lights before you have jobs lined up, or do you buy them when you get a job? So, well, Mr. Al, take that molded money of yours and buy you a ticket, and you will have it, because I don't want to hear you don't have no money. I was actually talking about you today with one of my good friends that does decks down in Lexington, Kentucky. And he said he's at $10 a square foot for decks. And he's got 4 decks. He's out 4 decks right now. Should we buy Christmas lights? Oh, that's way too high. Should we buy Christmas lights? You can wait. You can buy about $1,000 to $1,500 worth of lights, and that'll get you about 5 to 6 houses. And then that way you're not out a lot of money up front. And that way your money, or you could wait and book. If you've sold Christmas lights right now, you could actually go ahead and and do that, and that will be fine, and that is not an issue at all. And so that is something that you can do. And most of the suppliers out there can get you Christmas lights within 48 to 72 hours. So if you order them one day, depending on how far you are away from shipping, you can have it either the next day or within 2 days. Everybody has stuff in stock. It's not like we are waiting from Chicago. It's not like we're waiting for China and do that. We'll charge at $12 a foot. Cody, what's the hotel I need to book for Wash-A-Thon? I'll send you that link here after I get off here. I can't change your mind. Ricky Tommy said it so too, and he's the man. Ricky Tommy. I want $12 a foot for deck cleaning. I agree. Is your link ready for buying lights? Yes, it is. And that link, and here's what you can do with Christmas lights. That's the link. You can see this beautiful house right here. This was like $4,000, $4,000 or $5,000. So it's crazy what people will spend. Again, you are not your customer, because I guarantee you won't spend $4,000 or $5,000 put lights up like that. But we will love to have our customers do that. Also, here's that's the same picture. There's some wedding lights we did. This was a big wedding light venue we did. That was almost $9,000. Here's another one with our wreath up there. So this was a gingerbread house. We went up on the sides here. We went up everywhere on the sides. Again, big money. People like to spend money. People that are stupid like to spend stupid money. And we like to get their stupid money. And here's the thing about Christmas lights. If they're a Christmas light customer, there's a daggone pretty good chance they'll be a pressure washing customer. And so that is the beauty of that. What license do I need for corporate jobs? License, you'll need insurance. There isn't really a license that you need depending on your state. The only license you may need is depending on your state. Like Florida, you do need a license. You have to be a license through the state, but it has nothing to do with pressure washing or Christmas lights. There's no certification that you got to have for Christmas lights. There's no certification you got to have for pressure washing. There's no certification that you need for gutter cleaning. So, when people want to say, well, I'm certified, well, that's a different story. Now, you say California, who knows? Because you're California. But most of them, I don't think you need a license there, even there. But you do have to make sure that, you got to be a little bit more careful on the stuff going down the drain, which you can't do that anywhere else. But California, they'll fine you for it. Anywhere else, they don't really follow you as much. And that would be a contractor's license. That's exactly what that is. But that's back to state. Every state is different. Not all states are the same. It's just like people. I mean to become a vendor. What kind of vendor? It's also what was I haven't lost my train of thought there. Um, what was the thing about Sam's or Costco reefs? So Sam's put out some really nice reefs. They're really pretty. They usually come out the end of October. And so, that is when you got to wait to buy them. They don't actually come out till then. And that is Sam's. They're usually $150. They've been to $199. Sometimes you get free shipping, sometimes you don't. And they are really good reefs. What about a winter discount? I got a winter discount. I'm glad you asked. If you go to christmaslightshelp.com/free, you can learn how to do Christmas lights. Your first month is free. It gives you the Christmas lights and it gives you the marketing stuff in my membership. So if you go to christmaslightshelp.com, the link is in the description /free. You get your first month free and then you can go on from there. And it is $49 a month, but you can cancel at any time. But again, I do walk through everything on what I need to do in Christmas lights and what you need to do in Christmas lights. But I also understand that a lot of people in this group like to be hands-on type of people. Just like myself, I learn way better hands-on than I do, and I learn way better hands-on than I do watching even videos and stuff like that. If I go and I do it hands-on, I can learn it twice as fast as if I try to just watch a video. And when you come to my training, I teach you what not to do. And if you do something stupid, I'll call you on it and tell you quit to do on a stupid thing. And so that right there is your t-shirt link. Oh, you want one of my t-shirts? I'll have to find a way to get that to happen. Um, uh, So that is definitely something we need to do to make that happen. So again, Christmas lights is a good thing to do in the wintertime. Gutter cleaning is a good time to do in the wintertime. This is a great time to start marketing. This is a great time to really market right now, at least the month of September. If we can get September marketing really good and get us booked into October, that is good. For a lot of us, that's going to be the end of that season, and that is when Christmas light season comes into play. And so we want to make sure that it happens that way. If obviously the way I always did my AdWords is I would spend AdWords all the way up through September, a little bit in October, and in October I would flip flop my AdWords. So what I mean by that is I would spend. So I was running 4 trucks pressure washing, and so I was spending about $4,000 a month in AdWords. And then, so when October came, I would start moving them over to Christmas lights, and then I would spend $4,000 on Christmas lights, $4,000 to $6,000 in Christmas lights in October and November, and that way, that is how I grew it to $500,000. $500,000 in Christmas light. Our average Christmas light customer was $1,800. $1,800. That's probably about $400 worth of supplies, and the rest of that goes to everything else you got to do with business. I understand that, yes, that's $1,400 isn't just right in your pocket because you still got to pay labor, you still got to pay all your insurance and all the other great things and gas and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it is a great way to make a lot of money. And when you're doing Christmas lights, it's not always the first. It's not always the first. It's not always the first year that is the best. It's actually your second, third, fourth year is when you really make your money. Because most people I know, their first year will usually do anywhere from about $30,000 to $50,000 in Christmas lights, and then if they really push it hard, the second year they will do right around 150,000. Next year, 200,000, and that is the beauty of it. Jason, if you get this, my friend from Oklahoma has been researching startup, and he said you've been a help with him getting started. He should be all ready for next spring. Awesome. Do you need a website to run Google Ads, or can you link it to your Facebook? I know people that link it to their Google My Business website, which is a free website. And I don't know how well that's going to work. I don't know if I would run it to Facebook or not. You can make an easy landing page. It ain't got to be a full-blown website. As long as it's a landing page. Let's see if I can show you just a simple landing page. Now, I'm going to tell you, let's see, we'll go here. I'll tell you this here. This is just a simple landing page. This is actually a part of a website. Let me go, I'll show you this is the, this was my old pressure washing site that I had built that is still doing okay. It's fallen off a little bit. And so I'll show you the landing page, and it actually works pretty good. And so this is some things that we want to look at. So this is a decent landing page. This landing page actually kind of sucks now because it's old. I haven't touched it, and I couldn't tell you how long. So what we want is we want a large phone number right here. We want a large phone number. I don't want that. We want a large phone number. We want a way to get an estimate fast. Talk a little bit about house washing, have some house washing pictures, all that kind of thing. And again, big buttons, get free quote, all that kind of stuff. Like I say, this is not the best website. This website is old. You know, I can show you one other website that doesn't really have the best. This is a decent website right here. And so, you know, we can see the here of what the services are. We can go to house washing. I can send house washing ads to a house washing page. Again, it tells what the service is when they first pull up. It tells the service area. House washing, Northern Kentucky. We use low pressure to clean the brick, all that good stuff. Get a free estimate and a phone number that is clickable. Again, we have pictures talking about it. Again, we have another get and take action buttons, 2 of them. And remember, most people that are buying on AdWords it's about 65 to 70% are going to be mobile. So you got to make sure this site looks good mobile wise. If this site does not look good mobile wise, it does you no good at all, period. And so we want to make sure that when people can click, they have a click to call down here. They have a phone number that they can see. They have this here. When I first open this up here, if I'm looking for house washing, and I come here to a house washing page, I know what it is. I was supposed to, actually, let's do that real quick. I'm going to do, because I had another website review here. I'm going to pull this website review up here since I'm talking about websites and that awesome stuff. Let's do a website review here real quick. So again, this is a guy that is in Oklahoma. And I don't know if he's on here tonight or not, but if he's not, I'll send it to him. So the first thing I always like to see, it is in mobile. In mobile, this thing looks really goofy. And also in mobile, without me scrolling too much, I don't really know what this website's about. Pro wash, but what do you wash? You know, it's not really telling me what you wash. This up here, I can't really see it. Again, when we're dealing with websites, there's 3 ways people will see your website. They will see videos, they will see pictures, and some people like to read. So again, you know, who we are, you know, this is okay, but I would just try to make this look a little better here at the end of the day. This, you know, you're using a turbo nozzle. It's not really telling me, you know, the kind of stuff. This is decent before and after. I know whose house that is. But, you know, what is this here? You know, are we doing window cleaning? Because that's what that looks like, is window cleaning. If we're not doing window cleaning, then I probably would not do that. Also, we want to make it easy. When we're filling out forms, we want it as easy as possible. Now, I know you only got that one is email. I don't care if it's residential or commercial. I don't care how many numbers of stories it is, and I don't care how many square foot it is. I can figure all that out. And most people don't have a clue. So they're going to be looking at that and be like, oh, I guess I can't fill that out because I don't know how many square foot it is. So, that is something that I would definitely do. And so you want it simple at the end of the day. Especially with AdWords, the harder it is, the worse off we're going to make ourselves life. So we're going to go to the residential page. Again, we're using high pressure on a roof, and you're in Oklahoma, and I doubt you have tile roof. So first off, I would be having a house washing picture. And I know he said that he's got to change out the picture. So I'm just going to say this because I've seen websites like this talking about house washing, and we're up on the roof. If we're doing roof cleaning, we're going to do roof cleaning. If we're doing house washing, we're going to do house washing. We're not going to, again, I know he said he's probably going to change it. Again, if we're talking about low pressure, obviously we're not going to show high pressure. And you say, well, the customer's not going to know that. You're right. But the customer's friend that is giving them the bid too can use that against you. And we don't want them to use anything that we can to use against it. So we want to make sure that, and again, I know he said that he's got to change pictures, so we want to make sure that the house washing, I would have its own page, house washing page. Again, I would not send AdWords to this page. Another thing, there is no phone number on this page except way down here at the bottom. That's not, you got to put phone numbers on this thing as we're scrolling. You cannot have it with no phone numbers. Again, on this main page, yes, we have the phone number there. We have, again, put some phone numbers down through here. I mean, even I would have put a phone number right here. You want a free estimate. Because even on here, the only place you got a phone number is in the footer. And so we don't want just a footer to have a phone number. We want call to actions all the way down through this page. That is what's the best for us. On the contact form, the About Us page. This is where we want to put pictures of us. This is where we want to put pictures of our trucks. We want to do all that kind of stuff here. We also want to talk about us a little bit. Talk about our guys. Talk about that kind of stuff. These are some things that we want to talk about at the end of the day. I don't know if you all got any questions here. I will get to them here real shortly. But again, you can go to, I don't think I have that free one up. You can go to christmaslights.com/free, and that gets you 1 month free of that. You can also go to pressurewashhelp.com/free, but that one will renew with $60 or $90, $99. And that does have the pressure washing and Christmas lights in it and the marketing. Are you building websites for people or recommend anyone? I do have a guy that can build websites. He actually built he actually built Liberty Power Washing, and so it's about $1,000 to do it. And so if you want, let me know. Send me an email. Like I say, it's right at about $1,000. It's pretty SEO, on page SEO is good on it. And that is important if somebody building your website. You're talking Wild Wild West. What computer are you using? And you must have some good Wi-Fi. Actually, I'm using a Mac, and I've hardwired my computer to the router, so that, because otherwise it was giving me, and I actually got a new computer. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do what I've been doing here. It would have went bloop and dead. And so that's why I had to get a new computer. Does House Call Pro still have a free option? I don't know if it's got a free option. I think they got a $50 option, but not the free. And if you want that, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/housecallpro, and it'll give you a little thing. Any ideas on how to pry open Versalock bricks that are glued together? A BFE, big effing hammer. No, I don't know any Versalock. Nope, don't know what those are really. So I couldn't give you the honest truth there, other than a big hammer. And if that don't work, get a bigger hammer. Hey, will you review mine? Mr. Dan Vlogs right here, folks. Can you all say hi to Dan's Vlogs right here? It's not really Dan's Vlogs, but I did a video. I actually got it coming out. It's in the membership right now, I think, if it's uploaded. I uploaded it right before I came. It is about gutter cleaning. It is about exterior gutter cleaning. And so it is, I did it when I was up with Dan. And so I finally it took me a little bit to edit it out. I had about 30 minutes of videoing that um, I had to cut it down to about 7 minutes. So it is in the pressure washing training. It will be coming out on my channel before too long. It's just I got to get it done. I've been doing a lot of video editing today, and it sucks. Um, I don't like it. What software did you use to set up your page? I use WordPress. I would use SiteGround. If you go to pressurewashhelp.com/SiteGround, you'll give me a cup of coffee. But SiteGround is pretty fast for what it does. You can buy the domain and everything from SiteGround. I actually buy my domains through Namecheap, and then I point them and then I host them on SiteGround is how I do it. I like doing it that way, so that way if something ever happens to hosting, I can change it when they're both tied together with hosting and the hosting and where your domain is. It's a little tricky of getting them out of there. But if I wanted to change hosting, I can change hosting real quick and easy by doing it. So, and Namecheap is cheaper than SiteGround. So SiteGround, you'll pay like $15 a year. It ain't much, I know. $15 a year for the domain. Where Namecheap, you can get them for $9 a piece, $10 for a website name. So that is how I do it. It isn't saying it's the right way to do it. It's just the way I do it. What software do you recommend for estimating and invoicing? I would probably, if I was starting over, I would probably either do House Call Pro or Customer Factor. Customer Factor is a little clunky. I know they're redoing a lot of it, so I don't know what the new interface is going to look like. But House Call Pro, I know several people use it. Several people love it. It can send text. It can do all kinds of things that will make you money down the end. So I was talking to one of my good buddies that does pressure washing and has been in the pressure washing world a long time, and he's in the deck cleaning world. It's Mike with Pro Wash down in Georgetown, Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky. I talked to him for about 2 hours today. And this is something that he's been in business. He said he's got over probably 10,000 email addresses and stuff where people have given him quotes. He's been in business I think he's been in business longer than way back before, even before I started, and he's still in business. And he's like, and here's the thing. How to get customers. It's cheaper to get a customer that already uses versus going out and get a new customer. And this is something too that for all you guys that have been in business for a year, 2 years, 3 years, that if you've been in this business for that long, make sure you're contacting your old customers, sending an email, doing voice bombs, doing text messages, stuff like that. That is definitely something that you can do to get business, to help us get business in this time of year. So I would definitely look at that. Yeah, I knew Dan used House Call Pro. Pro is pretty good. I'm not looking to change it. Would House Call Pro replace something like Responsibid, or is that more of a CRM? You can do a lot of the same stuff with House Call Pro. It takes some time to set it up. You can do a lot of the email inside of things out of it. It just takes time to set it up. It's just like anything. I mean, Responsibid takes time to set it up. It's going to take you 40 hours to set up Responsibid, if not longer. It's not just something you're going to go poof and it magically happens. The unicorn isn't going to come out real fast. So definitely do that. Would you be willing to do a live about technology and automation someday? Maybe even bring in a guest that is great at automation. Well, I automated my whole business. It's not that hard at the end of the day. It's just a matter of making sure that you have systems in place And everybody, I understand, has systems in place. You got to find the right systems in place, and you got to find the right ways to do things. I've done a live a long time ago about this, kind of the whole process, from getting your calls all the way through the end. Again, Bobby Walker talks about this a lot. It's at the end of the day, it's all about the little things. And, the little things are what makes us get good reviews at the end, because the little things is what people will see. Like I was saying, House Call Pro, you can hit a button and it will send them a text saying, hey, we're on our way. That's a little thing. You can send a button, you can take a picture and send a button and show the before and after of that house. Little things. It's not that hard. It might take you. It goes back to what I always say, guys. Every house we have to do marketing. Every house we need to do marketing. Our before and after pictures isn't just before and after pictures to cover our butts. It's to make sure we got marketing stuff. Again, like I said in the beginning, posting 3, 4, 5 times a week on Facebook. How do you think we're going to get all those pictures? By doing all of our jobs, we're taking pictures of tons of pictures, and we're going to post them, and we're going to do different things to do that. When we show up, we're going to do that. When we're done, we're going to send an email saying, hey, if you're not happy, let me know. If you're happy, give me a 5-star review right here. And then the next day, hey, are you happy? If you're not happy, let me know right here. If you're happy, give me a 5-star review right here. Again, it's the little things. It's not all about the big picture. And I understand a lot of times when we're getting starting in business, and even people that have been in business, it can feel like the huge weight on your shoulder, because you got all these hats on your head that is pushing down all this weight on your shoulders, because we got to worry about chemicals, and we got to worry about, well, here's what a lot of people worry about. I need this for my rig, because my rig, I need this for my rig, and I need this for my rig, and I need this for my rig, and I need this for my rig. And we put all these hats on about our rig, and at the end of the day, nobody cares about your rig except you. That's the only person that's going to care about your rig. And so, we got to keep it simple a lot of times, and all that kind of stuff. In your training, what do you cover in marketing? A lot. I go over everything you need to know about Google My Business, step by step, what you need to do. I go over email marketing. I go over following up. I give you the follow-up emails. I go over yard signs, Facebook, good old LinkedIn. If you're not using LinkedIn, you really need to use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is something that is definitely worth doing. Anything worth doing takes time. You're absolutely right, 100%. And it goes back to, I never said any of this was easy. If somebody's telling you that this is easy, they are full of crap. Business is not easy. There will be days you will be ready to kill somebody. Business is not easy, period. There's days that you will love it, and there's days that you will be like, I hate this place. So definitely do that. Jason, thank you so much. I look forward to that video. My CRM is a notebook right now. And that's fine. I mean, that works too. Again, it's a system. I didn't say it was a good system. Give me that link to buy it, Jason. What link is that again? All my links are down in the description down here that I've been talking about so far. Yep, the hell away from your truck and get the phone ringing. This right here is very important right here at the end of the day. A lot of people worry about our truck. A lot of people worry about all that great stuff. And it is great stuff at the end of the day. But it's not stuff that grows our business, guys. It's not the stuff that makes money. It's not the stuff that brings in profit. And there's a difference between being profitable and getting by. The getting by is the $150 house wash or $99 house wash. Because when something breaks, he's not going to get by. He can't, because he's not making enough money. So we got to find ways to find our customer. We got to find that customer avatar. Who is our customer? What part of town do they live in for our customer? There's things out there to find out how much people are making per zip code. Melissa data tells us a whole lot of information. They'll tell you that the average income household in this neighborhood is $80,000, $150,000. Those are the neighborhoods we want to go to. We don't want to go to the average house income home is $50,000 because they don't have no money at the end of the day. And I know I got somebody pissed off because I said you didn't have no money. Well, I'm sorry, but if you live in a poor neighborhood, you're not my customer at the end of the day. We want to try to go find the people that have money, that can pay stuff, that their kids go to soccer and they want to go play golf. You know, they live on the golf course. They want to go play golf. They don't want to go and do hot pressure washing. You want to try to find the people that have. You want to try to find the people that they have their grass mowed, because if they're willing to pay their grass, they're probably willing to pay you too. You know, and obviously we don't want to go following the guy around that's mowing grass for $25 a yard. We want to go find the guy that's mowing grass for $50, $100, $200 a yard, because those are our customers. We have to go find our customers. We need to know what our customer looks like. We need to know as much information as we can about our customer. And so I know I talked about this a couple weeks ago, and Greg finally got his book in. But the Pumpkin Plan book kind of goes through who is your customer. Yeah, they drive a Lamborghini. They got more money to know what to do with. Maybe they have a Rolls Royce in there and all kinds of other stuff. I've been there, done them houses, and they're amazing. They got more money to know what to do with. They wipe with $100 bills. And them are the types of customers that we want. Now, some of those customers can be a pain in the neck. We get some of the customers that make too much money. They can be a pain in the neck. Them are the customers that we don't want either, because it don't matter what you do, you're never going to satisfy them, because money ain't going to satisfy them because they got more money to know what to do with. But, we just got to find the customers that we want to deal with, and we go from there. How much does your training cost? So, in-person training, if you go to that link, it tells you, depending on if you're doing pressure washing and Christmas lights, it's a discount if you do both. And then the Christmas lights help.com/free is $49 a month after your first month, or if you cancel, it don't matter. And then the other one is $99. I want the marketing link. So it is the knowledge I gained on Google Ads alone was worth the subscription price. Made thousands from those videos on the subscription side. Thanks, Jason. Thanks again, Jason. First year was better than I had expected. Again, guys, I have spent probably just in the marketing stuff alone, I have probably spent about $20,000 in trainings of taking Facebook classes and Google ad classes and SEO classes and website classes and all the other classes. Because guess what? Jason takes all those classes. I've been to San Diego. I've been to Chicago. I've been to Atlanta to take. Again, guys, it's not about, let's go to the huge convention and learn about pressure washing. Again, who cares about pressure washing? Let's go learn about marketing, because if we learn about marketing, guess what? Pressure washing is just a side of what we're doing. At the end of the day, all we're doing is customer service. We just happen to be doing pressure washing. So, like I say, I've probably spent $20,000 in educating myself that I have combined down and put in there. I just spent $2,500 a couple weeks ago to learn more about YouTube, because I want to grow my business. I want you all to grow your business. And for me to get that information out to you, I had to learn what's the best way to get that information out there to you all. And so that is why I do that for. Thanks for always being honest and helping us grow your business in the right direction. Thanks for the super chat. If business was easy, my children would do it. You're absolutely right. Actually, I'm going to do a Christmas light video with my kids doing it. 11-year-old is going to put up Christmas lights because it is that easy. It is not that hard to do. Now, can the 11-year-old get business? Well, that's a different story at the end of the day. She could put up the Christmas lights, but can she get the Christmas light cut? Can she do all the other stuff? And that's just what it is. Um, yes, they want their house washed every year, even when it's clean. Yes, there's people out there, and them are the kind of people we love doing. Any recommendations on sign placement, like against or on signs, so mowers don't destroy them and last a little longer? Yeah, there is. You can go to pressurewashup.com/get signs, get signs. And so again, I know people that would only place them at the end of the subdivision, or I know people. I got a guy that don't want $500,000 a year in pressure washing and pressure washing alone, and he only puts them in the customers' yards. I, on the other hand, I put them anywhere that I can put them. I put them on busy intersections. I put them coming out of Home Depot and Lowe's. I put them out at the intersection, or right at coming off the ramps of major highway interstates. I put them anywhere that I know that a lot of cars are going to pass. You can put them up high. You can put them down low. Obviously, if we put them up on the pole, it's a good chance that they're going to last a little bit longer. That signs that I posted of the Christmas lights, they've been up for about 2 weeks now. And so, it does help to do that, to do all that kind of stuff. Discount if we do both. Jason loves packages. You demand practicing what you preach. Heck yeah, I love packages. Packages sell, man. If you're not doing packages, you're leaving moolah on the table. And you're leaving lots of moolah on the table. Because at the end of the day, it's all about getting our average ticket up higher and higher and higher. How can we get that average ticket up from $200 to $400? How can we get that average ticket up from $400 to $500? If we can figure that out, guess what? To hit that 100,000, to hit that 500,000, we don't need as many jobs at the end of the day. I am 15 and I have $5,000 saved up. Recommendations for getting more leads. I do Facebook ads and stuff. I just starting to get using to mixing chemicals. Recommendation. You have $5,000 saved up. Recommendation for getting more leads. So I would probably work on getting a website. Not that you need to spend $3,000-$4,000 on a website. If you're young and you know how to use a computer, you can build it yourself. It's not that hard. It don't have to be that difficult. It don't have to be that difficult. And then honestly, I'd probably run Google ads, because here's the thing. I know you're saying you're spending money on Facebook ads. Facebook is like the post office. When people are scrolling on Facebook, we're trying to stop them to pull that piece of mail out of the garbage before it goes into the garbage. And we're doing the same thing on Facebook. And I'm not saying that you can't do it on Facebook, because I do know people that can make money on Facebook. AdWords, people are looking for house washing. People are looking for pressure washing. People are looking for roof cleaning. People are looking for Christmas light installers. People are looking for gutter cleaning. People are looking for all kinds of stuff. So I would probably look at something like that to help get more leads at the end of the day. If you could market, you could pretty much sell anything. Yep. If you know how to marketing, the rest is all downhill from there. I shouldn't say that. It ain't all downhill from there. But a lot of it is. I've been doing well. Awesome. Investing in yourself and marketing is going to cost you the most amount of money in your venture. Yep. Yep. I do packages, but sometimes not sure what to put on the second package. Do you guys list 2 services only, like house wash and driveway? I always try to do 3. Do that premium package, because there's people that will only buy the premium package. They're the premium customer, and guess what? We love premium customer. Whether you try to do exterior windows, if you do roof cleaning, something, and it ain't even got to be nothing really crazy. Um, let's see. I only really have access to 7.5 SH. What should I mix it? Half and half or what? No, you don't want to mix that at half and half. Um, I would try to look up industrial cleaning supplies, stuff like that, and see if you can find. Try to find pool supplies. You can get that from Walmart. You can get pool shock from Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, any of those places, Menards, and that'll be at least 10%. Then you can cut it down 50-50, or you can, if you're doing it through an XJet or through a downstream, just do it straight. If you're cleaning with a downstream injector, I would just spray that straight out of the bottle. But honestly, you're going to pay a lot because that's probably called outdoor bleach at that point. And look for pool shock. Go to rather your pool stores. Like I say, you can buy it at Home Depot, Walmart, Lowe's. You can buy it anywhere that sells pool supplies. I'm starting my business this week. Wish me luck. You have great content. I try to. I try to make sure people are successful. I want to make sure you are doing very good. I see, there's YouTubers popping up all over. They'll be like everything else. They'll go back away, because you either got to take time to do this or you got to take time to build your business. One of the two, and you really don't have time to do both. I never had time to do both. It's very hard to do both of them. And so, this is my business that I'm building right here. And that's why I do these lives, because I know you all can definitely do that. Watching all your course videos today, I feel like I'm back in high school. I try to make it as simple as possible. I try to make this as easy. I try to break it down as far as I can to make it Barney proof, is what somebody told me. And so I do that because I understand that a lot of times people don't always understand of what things are, what words are, what this is, and a lot of times I even take that for granted. I try not to say SH and stuff like that because, I want you all to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. I don't want to, I dumb it down. It's not that I dumb it down. I make sure that you can understand it. And if you don't understand it, it does you no good. Barney style, there you go. I tried to break it down as much as I can so that way you can relate to it. You can, soak it in. You'll understand it. You can go out there and kill it at the end of the day. Because if I leave out steps and just assume, which you all know what assume stands for, if I assume that you just know what it is, and a lot of times what I'm finding out too is, so I've done a few videos where I break down everything. You screw this into this, the mixing valve. That's why I did that. Because sometimes I've had people being like, how do you do that? And I understand that this world that we live in now is not so much people that are hands-on. So I try to do it so that way you see everything that I do. I'm not making magic of it, and that's why I break it down as far as I can. The reason why I break it down as far as I can is so that way you understand it at the end of the day. Because if you don't understand it and you have questions, it does me no good at that point. Well, I guess it does, because then I can make more videos about your questions. But again, it is definitely something that you have to do. I love me. We're a happy family, and we're a great big hug from me and you. Yes, Barney. We like Barney, making it really easy. And so, again, with the membership, it does come with 2 Zooms a month. And this Sunday at 7 o'clock, Eastern time, I will be sending a link out here before too long. And that is for the Zoom. And that is a great time to come together. Usually there's about 20-25 people in there. And when you do that, people have questions. And I let a lot of the other people answer questions, so that way you're kind of getting at. And what I'm finding out also into this is a lot of these people that come into the Zoom talk to each other, not just Jason at this point. I know Greg said if he has an issue, sometimes he will ask different people in them Zooms that come in there, and they will all kind of chat together and get together and help. And so that is the great thing about these Zooms is it's building relationships so that way you can go out there and make more money and be more. I love 10% pool shock from Walmart because it's easy to calculate ratio. I I know some people always worried about how much bleach do I need to be right to the percentage and that. I don't care about that. I mean, get close obviously, but I never worried about how far on percentages I was. Is there a good product for removing dirt daubers? Really like the one thing that's hard. I try to put when I'm soaping, I'll soap them with the shooter tip, and I'll just keep soaping them because that surfactant will help hang on to that mud and pull that crap off. But it is stupid sometimes. I hope to make the Zoom again. I will, like I say. How do I do that Zoom? It will be. I will send a link out to whoever's in my membership, and then at 7 o'clock on Sunday, I may send out another link so that way when it's getting started. No, he's my brother. He's not my dad. Our dad died 8 years ago, 9 years ago. Um, how do you keep a constant and smooth influx of customers calling your phone? Marketing, 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 and keep marketing, and don't ever stop marketing. Um, and when you get busy, keep marketing. That's how you do it. Because there is times of years that it is going to slow down. You know, July and August, residential is going to slow down. It happens every year unless you get big enough and you get enough customers going every year. July and August always slows down. Um, you know, end of October, if starts getting cold, your phone dies. Depending on in March, April, depending on when they go out and mow their grass, that's when the phone's going to start ringing again. If they're not out mowing grass, your phone probably is not going to ring. And so if they go out mowing grass, then it's a good time that you can do that. Is SH good for cleaning a log cabin? It's okay. It's better to use something like sodium hydroxide. The only issue with sodium hydroxide, it don't really kill the mold as easy. Where if it's got mold on it, bleach will do it. I've always bleached them, and I've never had an issue. The only time I use sodium hydroxide on log cabin is if I'm stripping them, and that's when I'm stripping. Um, the Zoom is a great thing. So, like I say, it will be this Sunday night. It was supposed to be last Sunday night. And Jason went boating instead. So, looking for dead people. But that's what I do for my hobby. So, again, we talked about this earlier. It depends on where you're from. If whether you need a contractor's license or not. Most states you don't. Some states you need a contractor's license. Like Florida, I know need them. I know Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, you don't need a contractor's license. That's what I was going to say earlier. So talking about contractor's license, some people ask, do I need to pay taxes? Do I have to pay sales tax? And so certain states, you have to pay sales tax on that bill. So like Kentucky, if you clean your house, you got to pay sales tax. That came in law about 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Ohio, if you are washing a house, you have to put sales tax on it. You have to add the 6 or 7% sales tax on it. So that is something that you do have to do, and be careful with not doing it because it can catch up to you if they ever catch up and you get audited and you're not paying sales tax. It can bite you in the tail really fast, and that's not good at all. So be careful out there. Make sure that, find out the laws, talk to a CPA, talk to an attorney. A lot of those should know. A CPA, a good CPA should know, but not all CPAs know. Then what I would tell you to do is go to the Christmas light course. Christmas lights. If you go to pressurewashhelp.com slash in-person training, if you go to christmaslights.com/free, then it's only $49, and that gets you the marketing stuff too. Um, my marketing for my pressure washing and Christmas lights is the exact same marketing, the whole thing. I can show you what it is here. I think I can. Um, let's see here. Uh, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. So products. Um, oh crap. Well, I guess I screwed that up. Whoop to doodle. Preview. So here's the marketing stuff right here, and this is what I go over all my marketing stuff here. Um, so again, I do starting a business. This kind of goes over the insurance you need, all that great stuff. Um, what all you need to start a business, start your name, all that cool stuff. I go over websites, kind of what you need to do for websites, all that kind of stuff. I'm wanting to add more into it. I'm going to actually show how to build an easy landing page. I just haven't gotten all the way. Again, Google My Business is right here. So you can see my courses on Google My Business and everything about Google My Business. Yard sign for marketing. I actually got another new sign coming in there. Google Ads. I show all the Google Ads, positive, negative, how they work, all that awesome stuff. Facebook marketing. I go over, your business page, your personal page, how to do a Facebook and what to say, Facebook groups, Facebook ads, follow-up customers. This is the follow-up. These are for your close, your follow-up series. Why we need to follow up, because it's freaking important. LinkedIn marketing. It's a pretty good little video about LinkedIn marketing. I think it's about 30 minutes long. I go over LinkedIn. And then I talk about how to get commercial customers. Again, networking, in person, LinkedIn, email marketing, places to get emails, and how to send mass emails. And again, email marketing is how I grew one of the ways I grew my commercial side of business. If you're wanting to do commercial, these are the two most important things you will do to grow commercial business: LinkedIn and email marketing. You can do boots on the ground in person, but it only gets you so far. Networking. So the way I would probably put it is email marketing for commercial work, email marketing, LinkedIn, networking. Them are your best ways to get commercial jobs. So that right there is all for, that is all the marketing stuff there. So I put about 40 hours or more into the marketing stuff, maybe longer than that. So it took me a long time to do it. So that is what it is. So hopefully you all can learn from it and grow your business. I know you can. I know some people that have done the Google stuff and their phone started ringing pretty quickly. Sorry, Jason, misheard who he was. My bad. I don't know what that was. Let's see what else. You have taught me tons, Jason. Thank you. Well, that's my course. That's my goal, guys. That is my goal, is to teach you all lots and lots, 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 lots. Why does business in your area slow down so much during winter? What stops customers calling you? It's called white stuff. It's called snow. Cold weather. Even if you don't get cold weather, if people aren't outside mowing their grass, they usually don't know that their house is dirty. And so when we, come October, November, it can get down into, depending on wintertime, it can get into the 40s and 50s of highs, and nobody's outside at that point. Just logged in. What is happening on Zoom Sunday? Just questions of whatever people have. Is there another chemical that can clean a log cabin besides SH? Yes. Sodium hydroxide can clean it. Sodium peroxide, I don't know if you can put it on there or not to do it, sodium precarb or not. Sorry. Can you go over with the new guys the flow rate and diameter and flow friction on different size hoses? Yeah, it's in my course. If you go to pressurewashhelp.com/in-person training, I actually go over this pretty in depth. But yes. So again, I didn't mean to get on here to be sell pushy on that kind of stuff. I know I still gave a lot of good information for you all. I hope that you all that can really go out there and kill it this year, finishing up on the fourth quarter. Like I say, whether you're doing pressure washing, Christmas lights, all that kind of stuff. I know it can take time. A lot of this marketing stuff, when we slow down, it's a good time to really go over a lot more of that kind of stuff. And even if you've done it once, go over it again. Be that way because things change. I was talking to, like I was telling you earlier, I was talking to my buddy down in Lexington, Kentucky. He had a great website. He was one of the competitors for who owned this channel here, of Michael Kreisley. And they, you know, back in the day, SEO was completely different. SEO was all about how many times you wrote pressure washing on the page. And the black hat would be, they would go in and put pressure washing in white lettering so that you couldn't see it, but it would be over the whole page. And that was a black hat tip. That's how people would get rated. Then the next one was, is they would put 1,000 backlinks. If you could get 1,000 backlinks to your website, that would start ranking you. And that's if you had 1,000 backlinks, they would rank you like that. Well, Google went kapunk on that. So what really kind of gets our websites ranking more than anything now is our Google My Business. If we can get Google My Business and we can get some of that, that will help us start ranking. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get on page number one, because if you're in a tough market, you're probably never going to get in page number one. I don't care what you do unless you have, let's just say, for instance, Lexington, Kentucky. There's 4 big dogs in Lexington, Kentucky. For most of the keywords, you are not going to get in there. Now, you might get into little niche areas that nobody knows about, but for Lexington, Georgetown, the surrounding areas, good luck on getting locked in. Now, SEO companies around there will say, we get you number one, and they're full of crap at the end of the day. Because if they can get you number one, they might get your name for number one. Well, I can get your name for number one because there ain't nobody. If you're Bob's Pressure Washing in that area, well, guess what? They might get you number one for pressure washing, Lexington, Kentucky, the zip code, and your name. Well, yeah, I can get you number one for that. But getting you number one on the other side is a little bit tougher than to do that. But going back to that Google My Business side of things, getting our good reviews, because even if we can get into that map pack is probably, the easiest thing to get into and probably going to make you the most money at the end of the day. We can get, 50, 100 5-star reviews, then that will really help you out at the end of the day. Always follow up. That's one more touch. Takes lots of touches to get that customer. Yep, you're right. Jason, you are losing weight. What are you doing? I am losing weight. I am still doing keto. And my beard kind of makes me not look, no, it does, but I'm doing keto, not eating crap. It sucks. I like sugar. Just sucks. I love sugar. I love carbs. Carbs are so good. But back in a while ago, I was over 310 pounds. And I knew I had to do something. So I'm down to about 280, 270. Last night I weighed myself, I was right at 280. But I can't get under 280 for nothing. I've tried everything. Back when I first started doing keto, right before the pandemic happened, I was down to 270. And then I quit doing it for about a month. I got back up, and then I can't get back below 280. I also walk about 3 miles a day now that I'm full-time staying home. So I walk about 2 to 3 miles a day. And so that's the other thing I do. The other thing I'm doing right now is I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually standing up. I'm not sitting in my chair. I got me a stand-up desk, so that way my back's been hurting me a bunch where I've been sitting a bunch. So I've been trying to do this stand up, and this way I can get my steps as I'm talking too. So, but these are some things that I've been doing to help do it. Um, Black Hat can get you banned on Google, can't it? Yes, it will not be good for you. You will never get ranked if you do black hat stuff. Even gray hat can get bad for you. I didn't know anything about negative keywords until today. Thanks. Yep, negative keywords are very important. Uh, in AdWords, negative keywords is just as important, if not more important, than positive keywords. Does anybody else hear that cricket in the background? Yeah, he's right down here. I don't know what he's doing, but he's talking loud. I cut all pop out and I am dropping weight. Yeah, I've done that too. All I drink is water. I have, I can't stand water, so I do some of this stuff here to flavor it because I hate water. I can't stand just drinking water. Water just, ugh, don't like it at all. Yeah, if you don't put it in your body, you ain't got to get it out of your body. Pop is bad. It is bad. Well, somebody don't like me. Imagine that. I can't believe it took this long to get a negative. A bit off topic. Can we address solar panel? Oh, it must have been the wrong one. How do you wash around them? Obviously, bleach is an oxidizer. Shoot, we've been on here for an hour and 25 minutes. Bleach is an oxidizer, so we got to be careful about it. But again, we don't want to put definitely no house wash mix or anything like that. And so that is definitely something that we don't want to do. We got to be careful because of the wires and that kind of stuff. I would try to stay away from them. And if you got bleach on it, make sure you do not let that stuff dry on it. Get it off as ASAP. Otherwise, that could be bad. So definitely get that stuff off as fast as you can. Otherwise, like I say, it is not good to leave that on there. It will cause issues. It can cause all kinds of issues. So obviously, they need to be cleaned. So I would put the water-fed pole is a great way to clean them with pure water. That's a good way to clean them, and that can be an upsell. If you got a lot of solar panels in your area, that's a good upsell. That's a good way to make more money. That's a great way to do that. Best cleaner for brick siding, bleach, SH, sodium hypochlorite is probably the best thing to clean it, depending on how much there is, and depending on how porous is the brick and that kind of stuff. If it's not green at all, usually I'll just house wash mix it and rinse it, and I'm not even worried about it. If it's really green, you may have to bump it up to a roof pump just because of the porous. When it's porous, you got to go stronger. A lot of solars up here in New Jersey. Then clean them solar panels. But all right, guys, I'm going to jump off here. We'll be back on tomorrow night with Christmas lights. If you want to check out that channel, you can go to christmaslightshelp.com/YouTube. We'll take you to that channel. My daughter's got some soccer, so I'll be walking and talking with that. That's usually soccer practice is my walking time. So I will be walking on there, talking more about Christmas lights, and hopefully I'm getting ready to start. You got to get Jason to New York for training. I'm hoping to get some more videos about Christmas lights out. And I'm going to put some of them on here. I'm going to put some on both channels because this channel kind of goes like this in the wintertime. And so I want to kind of keep this channel at least even across. So that's why I'm going to put some Christmas lights on here. But again, if I don't see you tomorrow night, definitely, if you're in my membership, I'll see you on Sunday night at 7. It is a great way to learn stuff and all that kind of awesome stuff. Hope you all have a great week and see you all later.